The Panini Senior Bowl presents fifth quarter. Here's Simone Eli and Gerhard Mathangani.
Well, the final week of the high school football regular season is here. It's Halloween. We have the Monster Dash running into the playoffs. Welcome into the fifth quarter tonight. I am Gerhard Mathangani, joined by Patrick Walsh, filling in for Simone Eli tonight. The high school football regular season now in the books, Patrick. And some teams tonight playing tune-up games for the final week of the regular season. Some getting ready for the postseason. Not the case for everybody, though.
Yeah, Gerhard, the playoff picture for Class 6A Region 1 came down to big Week 11 games with 2 spots up for grabs.
That's exactly right. We will break it all down in just a little bit. But first, let's head to our game of the week tonight. I was over in Daphne this evening. 5th-ranked Bayside Academy playing host to number 7 Tuscaloosa Academy out of Class 2A. Different classes, still a top 10 matchup regardless. All Bayside in this one. Check this out. This is a mistake on the first quarter punt. He catches it with his knee on the ground, and so it's Bayside football. They take advantage of the short field. Davis Barnett to Walker Collins. That touchdown's good. An early 8-0 lead for the Admirals. Still in the first quarter. Noah Kane this time. Short touchdown run, and the Admirals take a quick 16-0 lead early. Second quarter looked a lot like the first. Noah Kane once again takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. It is a 22-0 lead for Bayside Academy in this one. The defense also coming up big here. Watch big William Allen coming up with a huge sack. That would lead to the shutout on the day, and a huge play here by Barnett, guiding, directing traffic, looking a lot like Patrick Mahomes. The backside of this touchdown, it is caught by Ladd Powers. 28-0 at this point. Bayside cruises 50-0 the final.
Let's head to Fairhope now. Top-ranked team in Class 4A, St. Michael, welcoming in longtime powerhouse program UMS Wright to end the regular season. We're going to open up here. St. Michael with it first. This is Gunnar Rivers. You've heard his name quite often this year. He looks deep down the right sideline. He's going to find Tucker Tomlinson inside the 5. That's going to set up a nice handoff here to Noah Moss. He's going to pave his way into the end zone. 6-0 St. Michael here early. Cardinals up 6-3 now, looking to add to the lead, but this one is batted up, and Kaplan Reed is able to pick that one off in the end zone. Bulldogs would add another field goal, knotting the game at 6 in the second, when Rivers finds Brody Jones. Stop me if you've heard that one before. 13-6 St. Michael. The Bulldogs now look to respond. We just showed you Brody Jones on the offensive side. Now Jones goes up and gets the interception here. Tough battle down to the wire. And it's St. Michael holding on for the 25-20 win. Cardinals finish a perfect 10-0 under Phillip Rivers, now on to the postseason.
They are absolutely rolling. Let's go back across the bay now over to West Mobile, a top 10 battle. Number 7 Baker in Class 7A, number 2 Viger in Class 5A. The Viger defense steps up early. Tate Grimm's pass picked off by Miguel Wilson. However, the Wolves would have their field goal blocked on that drive. Keandre Petway made the play, so still no score. Hornets back on offense. Graham connects with Joshua Jones. He falls into the end zone for the first score of the game. An early 7-0 lead for Baker. Viger returns fire. Sammy Dunn to Dylan Jackson. Just like Patrick said, stop me when you've heard that combo before it. This is good for a touchdown. Extra point, no good. It's now 7-6. Later on, it is Graham once again, this time finding Joshua Jones. He found him twice on this drive. This one for the big play here. Gavin Woodward push it in for the Baker score. 14-6 at the half, and Baker goes on to win 21-12. The Hornets already have the Region 1 title. They finished 8-2 in the regular season.
Nice stuff there from Baker. Let's head over to Davidson High School now. Warriors hosting DC Reign. We're going to open it up here with the Red Raiders. Malachi Adams. He's going to find Jermaine Rogers on the screen pass, and he's going to show you that speed going down the sideline. Got a couple of men to beat, but he just gets pushed out of bounds here. Quickly back here, this is Adams again looking to pass. He's going to find Javelin Finney on the quick hitter, and he is gone. 7-0 DC Reign early. We're going to stay right with the Red Raiders and take a look at this. Adams trying to find a lane. He's going to heave this one into double coverage, and Daryl Blackman shrugs off a couple of defenders, then he finds his way across the goal line for the touchdown. 13-0 BC Reign, but the Davidson Warriors are able to fight back and win this one 28-19.
Nice win there. One of the most storied rivalries in the state of Alabama, the Battle of Murder Creek, the annual matchup between T.R. Miller and W.S. Neal to end the regular season. T.R. Miller looking to go deep early on, but this pass picked off by W.S. Neal's Matthew Godbolt sets the Eagles up in great field position. After the pick, the Eagles on the drive, 4th and goal. Jared Cook finds Godbolt. Touchdown catch here. We opened the scoring 7-0. However, it was a back-and-forth battle on defense in the second frame. Watch here as James Kaiser comes up with a huge pickoff for T.R. Miller. Still 7-0 at the half. W.S. Neal has the bragging rights with a 21-0 win of the Tigers. So year in and year out, Class 6A Region 1, Patrick, always been a knockdown, drag-out, very competitive region among some of the best teams in the state.
Yeah, 9 teams make up Region 1, and it's only fitting that the playoff picture would come down to the final week of the regular season.
Yeah, Saraland, we know, already won the region title for the 3rd straight year. Theodore clinched the number 2 seed in the playoffs, so the 4 teams still in the mix for the final 2 spots here. We will start at the lip with McGill-Tulin playing host to Baldwin County. Great atmosphere there, and very fitting on Halloween, the black and gold, black and orange there. Blaine Beret would find Jack Linehan with a great toss across the field, and great effort here after the catch by Linehan. Same drive, same duo. Beret to Linehan again, this time it's for 6. Touchdown McGill, early 7-0 lead, and the Yellow Jacket student section loving it. They've been celebrating a lot this week with the volleyball team winning a state championship as well. Later, Blaine Beret hits our Zaxby's Player of the Week, LaDarian Miller, shakes a few tackles. He has been impressive all season long. He would end up scoring on this drive. McGill-Tulin goes on to win. Final score, 21-14.
Let's head to the Hill in Spanish Fort. Toros taking on St. Paul's. Both teams do not control their own destiny, but a loss guarantees that your season is over. Open it up. This is Spanish Fort's Juju Bonner, and he takes the handoff and easily finds the pylon, putting those Toros up 7-0 here early. Then St. Paul on the goal line here. When you have Oregon commit Tank Jones, why don't you just have him bulldoze his way in for the touchdown?
Pretty easy.
Saints up 14-7 now. They had another touchdown. Back over to Spanish Fort now. Jalen Thibodeau, he's looking for the end zone, and he puts this one right in the breadbasket for Mason Edwards. All tied up at 14 now. St. Paul's going to get it again and looking to reclaim the lead. Hey, Dan Lanning, take notes for your red zone offense this year. Tank Jones, another touchdown. Saints go on to win 28-24.
Gotta love it. Over to Gulf Shores now. Dolphins looking for their 5th win of the season up against Murray. It's senior night. This is a very proud group. They won the 5A state championship a couple of years ago. Now looking to make the playoffs in Class 6A. Dolphins up 7-0 early, and it is Carter Davis. He's made plays all season long. Does so again. 40 yards out for the touchdown. Make it 14-0 Gulf Shores. In the second quarter now, quarterback Major Hudspeth. Short pass here to Nick Hampton. He runs it in for the touchdown. 21-0 Gulf Shores. And those two would hook up again for another touchdown as Gulf Shores goes on to win. Final score in this one, 45-0 on senior night.
Over to Blunt now. Leopards finishing their season against Theodore. As we know, the Bobcats have already clinched that number 2 spot and will host their round 1 playoff game next week. Let's open up here with Theodore. Krishan Overton, look at this juke move right here. He's going to easily find his way into the end zone for 6. Bobcats up early. Blunt now looking to respond. They have the ball at midfield, and they have a nice run here. But Theodore's Julian McDonald is able to pounce on the loose ball, and the ball goes back to Theodore now. Theodore looking to add to the lead. Kendrick Abel, he's going to shrug off one man, and he's going to drag a convoy of defenders across the goal line for the touchdown. And Theodore heads into the postseason with a 25-0 win.
So here's a snapshot of the playoffs. The teams that are in: Saraland, Theodore, Gulf Shores, and McGill-Tulin. Those are your top 4.
Spartans and Bobcats will be at home next Friday, while the Dolphins and Yellow Jackets hit the road for round 1.
St. Paul's and Spanish Fort both out of the playoffs this year. Don't see that very often. Very competitive region once again coming down to the wire. Still to come here on the 5th quarter. More scores and highlights from the final week of the regular season. And check this out over at Bayside Academy. It's the Monster Dash. Everyone having a little fun here on Halloween. Stay with us. We go to Cottage Hill, Alma Bryant, Chickasaw, and our plays of the week.
Now, Fan Cam, brought to you by Greer's.
I'll tell you what, I was at Bayside tonight for our Fan Cam and our Game of the Week. This is a very electric bunch, Patrick. They have a lot to cheer about. They're Bayside Admirals, top 5 in the state on a 9-game winning streak as they head to the playoffs. Welcome back here to fifth quarter on a Halloween night, final week of the high school football regular season. Let's stay with a team that's in Class 3A Region 1, Cottage Hill. Senior night for the Warriors, a top 10 team in the classification, closing out the regular season against their rivals from St. Luke's. Early on, Shamar Tootle, one of our former Zaxby's Player of the Week winners. He has all day to find Trevor Thomas in the back of the end zone for the touchdown, and Cottage Hill not only gets the points, but the push-ups there as well. Later on, it is Shamar Tootle once again, this time finding the freshman Aaron Ward for the touchdown. Cottage Hill extends their lead. Later on, Caden Wynn had a couple of nice runs on the touchdown drive and gets into pay dirt for the touchdown. And then Tootle would find Thomas again as Cottage Hill cruises once again into the playoffs, 48-14 the final.
Let's head over to Irvington now. First ever matchup between Alma Bryant and Jackson Olin out of Birmingham. Hurricanes looking to close the year with a win. We're going to open it up here with Jackson Olin. Mustangs looking to pass, but the Canes jump that route, and that one is plucked out of the air by Alma Bryant's Cameron Mose. And here we go on the ensuing drive. Direct snap, Anthony Sturgis. Sturgis is going to slither his way across the goal line. 11-0 Alma Bryant here first quarter. Canes are going to get the ball back again. Direct snap to Makai V. He's going to truck his way into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's all Canes here tonight. They win 44-6.
Now Chickasaw is playoff bound. The Chieftains hosting Satsuma last night. Satsuma, some nice runs early on, and Micah Sullivan punches it into pay dirt. Bulldozes his way in. 2-point conversion good early, 8-0 lead for the Gators. Later on, it is Chickasaw answering. Jaden Collins with the toss to Cedric Gilmore, makes a man miss, gets a nice block, and then gets downfield. He takes off. PAT is good. Satsuma holds on to an 8-7 lead. You're right about that. And the Chickasaw fans absolutely loving it. Later on, it's Satsuma again knocking on the door, and they go back to Sullivan for a touchdown. A really nice way to end the season for Coach Rodney Jordan and the Gators. They win it 28-13. Chickasaw will play in the postseason next week.
And now, Play of the Week, brought to you by 22nd State Bank.
It is that time again for our Play of the Week nominees. We pick the 3 plays. You get a chance to decide the winner for the regular season finale. Let's jump right in. Play number 1, highlights on both ends here. BC Reign's Malachi Adams, a heave to Daryl Blackman in double coverage, and somehow, some way finds his way out of there. He's in there for the BC Reign touchdown. Our next game from the Game of the Week is Bayside Academy's William Allen. Big sack there for the Admirals. They get the 0, the goose egg on the scoreboard. Shutout for Bayside in the win. And play number 3, Theodore's Krishan Overton. Impressive little juke move right there into the end zone for the touchdowns. Theodore going to the playoffs as well. Head over to WKRG.com to cast your vote for Play of the Week. The poll opens right after the show. Monday night, we announce the winner right here on WKRG. More scores and more highlights next. And welcome back to fifth quarter. Some final scores before we wrap up tonight. A couple of teams playing for pride. Foley and LaFleur, the Lions, end up getting the win. Final score in this one, a shutout. 30-0 over the Revilers.
Moving over to Escambia County at Hillcrest Evergreen. Escambia County wins 28-7.
And Thomasville, a very proud program over there, picking up a win over Clark County. A very impressive win for the Tigers. 34-28 the final score there. Patrick, Halloween night was a good one.
Yes, it was. First one where I'm not actually dressed up for anything, you know. I'm dressed up as an anchor.
I love it
tonight.
Exactly. You did a great job filling in for Simone. For Patrick Walsh, I'm Gerhard Mathengani. Fifth Quarter Extra comes your way on Facebook and on WKRG.com. We'll see you next week for the playoffs.